Yeah. Also, I would like that if you want to have any question, just put it in front of while I'm discussing with the presentation. It will be easy for us to comprehend in that manner.
Yeah, so let's try and keep it an interactive one. Whatever doubts you guys might have during the session, please feel free to ask.
All right. I hope the screen is visible.
Yeah, Shashank.
So the title is something like how you are going to make a lot of money from social media, and this is a very broad term, how to make millions from social media. So coming up to an objective level, what I'm going to tell you is a very step-by-step process through which you can grow your Instagram page. And once you have a good follower base and a good engagement on an Instagram page, so like we make a lot of money using those pages. So I hope that the same thing can be done in a different niche, maybe in a real estate sector, maybe in a food sector, or any other niche that you can find out, which can be your habit also. So I'm just focusing upon Instagram in this case, and how to grow those pages to a level wherein you can monetize those pages in a subtle marketing form of thing. So the first question which flickers that from where to start, what we should do to gain the followers. So a common answer you will find is to create a very good content. So whenever we talk about a digital asset or something which is on social media, it has two components to it. One is the creation of the content, and the other one is the distribution of the content. We are very much familiar that how to create a good content, or how to formulate a content bucket, or experiment with the content bucket, which bucket is good for me, or which bucket is good for our target audience. But the place where we fail, or where we don't understand, is how to get followers in a very step-by-step framework of process, in which you certainly know that, okay, if after doing this type of effort, I'm going to gain 20,000 followers after 3 months, or 15,000 followers after 3 months, or some stipulated time period. So this framework or this thought process is all around how to create in certainty, in a more predictable manner, how to create a page in which you can get 10,000, 15,000 organic followers with a lot of engagement into it. And thus you can monetize when you're having a follower base of 50,000 or 100,000 followers. It can be easily monetized in a subtle marketing manner. So the basic thing that we should understand while we are working on a social media, it is not a product. We should not go there and try to sell a product that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm a real estate guy, I have this building and I want to sell this flat, or this is my mobile and we want to sell this mobile. It is all about passion. It is all about emotion. It is all a status game. So social media is more towards running in a status game, running towards passion, filling up a lot of emotion into it. And Instagram particularly is a photo sharing app, and through which it has evolved to a lot different dimensions. So we should always think at a core that if you're talking of Instagram, it is more a passion-driven, emotion-driven thing. And we should keep those alignment while building the page. So it should not be a very sales-centric sort of page that we are going to create. It will never work. So I'm sure you guys must be knowing what are fan pages or what are meme pages on Instagram. And once you will compare these meme pages or fan pages with the brand page, you will see a lot of difference in terms of followership of people. The numbers will be like on a Nike page. I'm giving a hypothetical example. On a Nike shoe page, you will find maybe 1 million of followers, while if there is a fan page of Nike, you will find 5 million, 6 million people who are following the fan page. So why this type of phenomena is there, or why fan pages or meme pages are having more follower base in comparison to the brand page, and how we can leverage this fan page or meme page in order to gain more and more followers. So the whole discussion that we are going to do today is to how we are going to create fan pages and how we are going to use the existing fan pages. So digital assets are zero-sum game. So if someone is winning, it is not necessary that it will win upon you. You can also win and they can also win. So when we say if Nike has a fan page, you can also create a similar fan page of a Nike, and even you can grow to some 5 million, 6 million follower base and monetize down the line. So this is what I have found out. Maybe when we will have a discussion, we can see more insights from your side also, that whether any other type of phenomena you have seen, any other type of trend you have seen, that something different than this has happened. So this is something I found out, that on Instagram, fan pages and meme pages are huge as such. I think 10 million followers are there in some pages, but brand pages are smaller in nature. They are more, maybe they are brand pages, they are more product centric. That's why they are smaller. They are having a smaller follower base. So there are a couple of tools we will discuss while going through this. One of the tools which I regularly use is a Social Blade, which gives you the analytics that how this page is, how much it is growing. So my understanding is that whenever you are trying to create a page, or whenever you are trying to align with a page, just see the rate of growth of the page through which you are going to collaborate. So try to find out, go on Social Blade, dig out the page you want from your genre, see the rate of growth of that page, whether they are growing or not. Once you analyze that, if they are growing by 500 followers per day, or 600 followers, or 1,000 followers per day, you can understand that these guys can give you more and more followers if you have a collaboration with those pages. So we'll discuss all this stuff. But the criteria for having a collaboration should be the rate of growth of those pages and the genre in which they are working. Are they in your genre or not? And this can easily be dig out by Social Blade. One more important aspect that we should see why these fan pages or why these meme pages are huge is because their captions are very sort of, they create a connect between a user, a target audience, and the post that these guys put. And the CTAs are also in such a manner in which they lure that you come to their page, you swipe up to their stories, or click to their CTAs. So these type of things we have studied. In fact, we have made a whole white paper around this, that why these meme pages have grown so much and what type of captions they have used. It's not in the scope of this PPT, but more or less they will fall under 8 categories of captions through which they hook to their user into it. And then so a couple of more content you have to create. And while designing the content, while experimenting with the content bucket, I would suggest that don't go more than 4 buckets in a time. So plan it in the manner that you only have 4 content bucket available for a week. Test those content buckets at least for a week, because if a shorter period, if you're keeping a content bucket for 2 or 3 days, the test eventually will fail. And so there are a couple of application on which you can schedule the content, you can create the content, like socialstudio.ai, Buffer. Then you can also use Facebook own Creator Studio to upload those contents. And for scheduling, I would really like that you guys should see this socialstudio.ai. Again, one very important aspect, when you're starting from scratch, so the context is that you're just starting from zero followers or 0 post. So start posting at least 3 to 4 posts a day. Don't think that the follower will be overwhelmed or he will be confused by whatever you are posting. At least once you have 15,000, 20,000 follower base, then only reduce the number of posts, and then only start thinking that whether you should post twice a day or whether you should post once in 3 days, something like that. But if you're having less than 10,000 followers or 15,000 followers, then means you should go for at least 2 to 3 posts or more than that also for in a day. Now the real thing, that these all things were about the creation. Now what will happen, how you will grow? So you created a post, you created a story, you posted on the on your page, but you are at 0, or maybe your friends and families are there who are following. You have 100 followers hypothetically. Now, how you're going to grow at least 10,000 follower in a month or in 2 months of time? So there I strictly follow a very simple rule. Just find out the meme pages or fan pages of the genre in which you are working. Go on Social Blade, just do the research work, see which one is best suited for you in terms of genre. Again, check that whether the growth of those pages are at least 500 plus followers per day. This is a very, very important aspect, because many of the pages on Instagram are dormant, or they are having a fake followers. So in case you want to save yourself from the fake follower thing, just go and check whether page X is having 200 followers growth per day or not, or 30,000 followers growth per month or not. Once you have shortlisted those pages, DM them, and I'm sure that you will find a very, very good price, something around, although this is a generic price, something around $200 for 20 posts or 21 posts. You can easily negotiate with these guys. And what I have tested in my experience while growing pages on Instagram, if you get 3-4 posts from these guys in a regular interval of time, the traction at the follower level, at your follower level, will come at least 1,000 to 2,000 followers in let's say a weeks of time, maybe initial days when you are experimenting with the content. So I would really like that if you're going with this mechanism of fan page sharing, go for at least 21 post arrangement with the collaborator. See if the collaborator is having its own growth or not, whether their page is active or not, whether they have the engaged post or not. Once you make sure that these are the criteria which are met, you can easily go for 21 post collaboration with these guys, and it should not cost more than $200 or $300. And usually these fan pages are mostly in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Malaysia. So you guys can understand that what type of price point you can discuss with these guys.
Shashank, I believe Indra wants to ask something. Yeah, Indra, if you would like to unmute yourself and ask your question. Yeah, Indra, would you like to go ahead and ask? Yeah, sorry, Shashank. Maybe we can continue and Indra can ask once she's back. Yeah.
Oh, no problem. So the crucial part is the distribution of the content that you are creating. So the distributor should also be an active person, active in sense of engagement, whatever he is posting, active in terms of his own growth. So the page through which you are collaborating, it should also grow at least 100 followers per day or 200 followers per day. So that should be the criteria while making the collaboration. And yes, go for at least 3 to 4 posts per day, and at least do the collaboration of 20-21 posts with those guys, with a minimum follower base of 500,000 to 1 million, or maybe if you can afford greater than 1 million follower base of page, then you can go for a greater than 1 million follower base of page also. But initially, I would like that you only go for 500K or greater than less than 1 million sort of pages, so that you can understand what type of content bucket you want to work with. Because in initial days, you will find a lot of difficulty in coming up with a content format, content bucket also. And yes, just go through the captions, what these type of meme pages have written. Write down on the copy, write down on the paper, run through them, and write a very, very persuasive caption while giving a shout out on the other collaborative page. So this caption will play a very, very vital role in terms of your follower growth. And don't create those hooks which are false in nature. Never do false thing. Or maybe you will take some more time, but try to be as true as you can. But it can be made in a very interesting manner. So this is what we have received for one of our pages, and it was a brand page. So we created a fan page of that brand page, not the exactly brand page, and within like a short span of time, I think in 3 weeks to 1 month of time, we have received around 6,000, 10,000 followers and 26% of engagement, peak engagement in our post, with 7,000, around 7,000 story views we used to get in first 1 month at the end of the month. So in a similar manner, so what we did in this case was experimenting with a lot of content bucket initially, zeroing down to 1 or 2 content bucket in week 2, and then zeroing down to distribution in week 3 and week 4. So follow a 4-week formula. Like in week 1, you will experiment with 3-4 type of content bucket, then diminish that funnel to 1 or 2 content bucket. Then you will stick to that content bucket and give distribution through these fan pages, and see what is happening while you are giving distribution in terms of your CTAs, in terms of your followers. So I think these type of experiments will help you how it's going to grow. And so this has worked with, we have worked with a couple of pages, and this has worked with all of them. So maybe it can be generalized in an idea that, okay, for the genres like this type of framework is suitable and can be extensively used for the growth of the Instagram followers. And once you have the Instagram followers, like we boast like we have 2.5 million followers on a Scratch Story. So we have experimented with a lot of content bucket there. And then we came to know that, okay, this thing is working. So that's why we get around 1 lakh likes and all those type of engagement on Scratch Story. So this is a continuous work. In the initial days, 10,000 followers or 15,000 followers can be gained through this mechanism. But yes, once you want to scale, once you have passed that tipping point, you would like to scale to a next horizon. So in that case, you may experiment with the new strategy, or you may come out with a new, better way to gain the followers, because at that time, the follower gain will be in a number of 5,000 to 6,000 followers per day. So maybe a different strategy is getting applied there when the tipping point has passed. And yes, once you have the followers, then, you know, it is a very, very, very strategic, very, very long-term thing, because this properties, if you don't do anything bad, Instagram will not take this property down. So these property remain with you for maybe 5-10 years, or maybe, I don't know, whatever will be the perpetuity of the property, but they will continuously monetize you. And you can charge per post. Maybe you can charge 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, depending upon the number of followers and the engagement or the genre in which you are. And particularly, I will give you a use case. Like in a Scratch Story, we charge very, very premium, something around 50K or more than that also for a post. So if you go to that level, maybe you can make a lot of money easily sitting at home, doing just digital properties. And once you have created one digital property, it will help you to create multiple digital property. So creating one and creating other, it's not like a real estate wherein you purchased one land and you have to gain the money to purchase the second land. In digital world, one property can help you to create another property. So more or less, this is a complete simple framework that how to grow Instagram pages. And once the pages are having a substantial number of followers, you can easily monetize them with the company's collaboration. If there is any question, then I'm open to answer them.
Yeah, maybe Shashank, if you would like to show us the page as well, and maybe the participants can also then relate to the type of content. And
so, Utkarsh, I'm not having the login on this Mac right now. Maybe I can share the handle. They can go through it and check the page. No.
Yeah, sure. And Shashank, as of now, what's the total reach of you guys? So I believe you also have certain meme pages, etc.
Yeah, we do have meme pages. So the network we are having is more than 50 million followers right now on Insta.
Okay, and I believe that is spread across content, right? Bollywood,
yes.
Meme, fun,
yes.
fact, etc.
Yes, absolutely. So a couple of them are quote pages, couple of them are meme pages. Few of them are from real estate, few of them are from tourism industry. So so they're different genres. Compositely, we have around 50 million followers.
Okay. Yeah, Ashutosh, if you would like to go next.
Yes. Hi, Shashank. Can you suggest some pages or some strategy to target Indian students, school-going students, like as followers, or like how to reach out to them in the age group of 10 years to 16 years, Indian students, school-going students?
So what comes top of my mind is that there is a company called Finance Peer.
Finance?
Peer. These guys are based in Mumbai, and I think they have an Insta page of 20,000 students.
Okay.
So they are into fee financing sort of business, but they have very extensively targeted. If you will see their post also, you will find that this type of audience is there. This is one very targeted solution going with finance peer. Maybe you can tag them or you can have a collaboration with them. I don't know. You have to see how they can help you.
But
yeah.
Sorry, generally these companies, they don't allow actually, since like they are into the business. Let's say I'm just assuming that they are into fee financing or they're into something, they don't collaborate or like they don't promote other
So
products.
collaboration. So what happens when you are going to collaborate, you have to give something to them. Then only they will give something to you. So you have to create a content. So in a content economy, what happens? You have to create a content which is good for them. And once you have created a content free of cost, which is good for them, and you have DM'd them and yet they've posted on the story, then you can ask them, okay, I have made a content for you. This is something I want. I want to have a collaboration or some sort of roundabout way you have to come up to have a discussion with them. I'm not sure that at this point of time, maybe in the last after lockdown, companies are very open to DMs. They discuss with all the creators around. They discuss with people on DMs. So I think you just try to reach out to them. That is point number one, going with finance peer. Point number two is you can also go with the meme pages. So I'm not sure what type of monetization are you looking. Are you looking very premium sort of people? The students
No.
who are okay. You just
General.
want numbers.
Sorry?
You just want numbers. You don't want any
Yeah,
tier in. Okay.
just
So
numbers.
you can go to meme pages like Ghanta, Naughty World, Naughty Adult, 69, Laughter. So you will find 10-15 meme pages also, and you can collaborate with them. They will be easy to collaborate, and maybe you can talk to them whether for 20 posts or 15 posts, whatever you think is the right commercial for you. You can discuss with them and see if you're able to go along with them or not.
So Shashank, maybe let's say if you have certain of those pages with you, maybe let's say if you want to help, you can share your email ID as well, and maybe let's say Ashutosh might connect with you on email, seek your guidance on how to reach them out, and maybe let's say if you might be able to find time and help him out as well. Yeah.
Absolutely, I will share that meme pages list who are having that target audience which Ashutosh wants to have.
Yeah, sure.
But what type of content are you planning, Ashutosh? What type of content you think that you're going to go with it?
Bite-sized, educational come fun content actually.
Okay.
And also I wanted to ask, can you suggest some influencers reaching out to micro influencers as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So just share the email address and I will send you the list of micro influencers who are into this domain. So when you're saying educational content, is it something related to subject like IIT JEE or physics, chemistry, math, or something out of academy?
No, not IIT JEE, but middle school, like IIT JEE and all is actually specialized preparatory content, at basic level, like up till class 10, you can say. Yeah.
Right. So you want to create a content for class 6 to 10, something of this sort, right?
Yeah.
So I'll share the influencers also. You can have a collaboration with them.
I have shared my email address with you. You can also share yours. And I'm sorry, where did you share the list?
I will send you. No, I will send this on this email to you. One.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shashank. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Abhishek also has his hand raised. Yeah, Abhishek, if you would like to go next.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah.
Hey, Shashank. So I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
So I'm quite new to the content creation. Like I'm not a content creator, but I'm interested in making content as a musician. I am a guitar player and I also do sing. So I was thinking of doing covers of like just the stuff that I like. But I want to do it mainly for myself. But I am also interested in and maybe finding out what can be the possible income streams for doing this. And also, I want to know like you mentioned that the charge for posts etc. are tied up to the number of followers. So is there like a resource that you can share where I can figure out how this works, like what kind of numbers you can expect and then what you can charge and what can be different income streams generally also and also particularly for my niche?
So I will tell you, there is no linear function which can define that this much follower cost this much. Although meme pages have their certain relationship that maybe if the meme page is of 5 million, they can ask you 20,000 rupees for a post or 25,000. I'm not sure about the cost exactly, but there is no linear relation. If the niche is very, very small, then the cost of post will be high. If the niche is broad, so the cost of post will be low, keeping those follower base as constant. So usually when we go to a meme page, I can tell you a genre wise cost. Meme page will cost you, for a 5 million follower base of meme page, will cost you 50,000 to 20,000, or maybe if you can negotiate better, they can also come down to 5,000 rupees if you buy 21 posts or 20 posts for a month. This you have to do DM and go to their page, etc. They have given their emails on the bio, and you can mail and talk to them. And even if you want, I can connect you with a couple of folks who can get this done. So that is one part of the cost thing in the collaboration part. If talking about your genre, if you're producing a cover which is helping the artist to distribute their content more. So suppose Jubin Nautiyal has sung some song, with some album is out for Jubin Nautiyal, and you have created a cover which is very good in terms of audio, but different in terms of what Jubin Nautiyal has already sung, different in the original. Maybe a lofi cover you have given, or some other, maybe you can come out with more creative thought process around it, and which has gained more more engagement or more impression than what Jubin Nautiyal, or maybe equivalent impression than what Jubin Nautiyal has received, then obviously your value will increase. You will have to continuously experiment with the content to see that whether which content is working. I can share a couple of pages where these guys are experimenting with the type of format of the covers. Few of their covers are very, very hit, but a couple of them have failed also. So in a similar manner, so this is a game of experimentation. If you're experimenting with the content bucket, so let's say there are 5 type of cover that you have sung, and the distribution has not happened for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and maybe the 5th one has a little bit of traction with the help of some meme page or some fan page. So you can also work on those that 5th one and work out in a better fashion that the next cover that you will bring will have a better precision than the previous one. So the most important point that I want to make is to zero down to a cover which is working for you, in which you are also good and which the target audience also wants to listen. So that should be the step 1. The step 2 should be to find out the influencers or the meme pages which can promote or which can collaborate with you. If they are going to do it in a partnership manner, you can go along with a partnership manner. If they want upfront money, you can discuss the equations. In a nutshell, at least it will cost you 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees, or 5,000 rupees for going to 1 million to 5 million follower base of such type of pages. Regarding your monetization, once you have a follower base of 30,000 or 30,000 plus, then and you have a niche of those covers, you are not doing a generic thing, then your monetization can go to 5,000 rupees per post, 6,000 rupees per post, something of those sort.
You're talking about branded posts. Like if somebody is approaching me for a post on my account, then I can charge them 5,000, 6,000 rupees.
Yes. So in that case, there are 2 approaches that these companies or these creators take. One approach is a very subtle approach. They will say that, okay, don't put my name, don't put my company's logo, just post it so that it is some UGC sort of thing that you have posted on your own. And the second way is that they say that, okay, you please put my logo and tag me while posting. So different companies at times take different approaches, and different creators also at times takes, like Badsha never asks people to tag him while the influencers are doing their Bijli Bijli song or whatever song he was having last time. So these artists don't ask to tag them, but a budding artist certainly will ask to tag them so that the follower base is also increasing.
Okay. And apart from branded posts, are there any other income streams also that you can think of?
No, so primarily the core income stream in this case is the branded post. The second is that you can get you can get a service business from there. So maybe if you're a very good cover guy, you make a very good cover. You can get a service business. So maybe you can get a chance to create an album because you are exposed to a lot of people. So usually these artists, they do service also. They create albums, they create music for different production houses also after coming up from this. So there are only two things that you can get. One is the post charges and the service that you do for others.
Okay, I just want to confirm the second thing that you're talking about. Actually, I was speaking to somebody that mentioned, I think this guy Yashraj Mukhate. He does like these short videos and short jingles for brands. So I think he did something for Cadbury, where the friend of mine who I was speaking to, they said that they charge something like 20-25 lakhs for that short. It was like a 10-20 second jingle or something. So is that the kind of thing that you're referring to, or I'm just trying to?
I don't know. Means I don't know the exact money what has happened there. 25 lakhs seems higher on my side. The practical value should be around, for the creation, it should be around 5 lakhs to 6 lakh rupees. Watching the market equations, what I'm telling, or maybe it is my thought process. 20-25 lakh is bit upper side. What you are stating? Maybe I don't know. Means 5-6 lakhs is something which I think is a right value for it.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so just to add on to it, Abhishek, so a lot of it, as I would have understood from Shashank, actually depends upon the engagement of the creator as well. For example, Yashraj, I believe at that moment of time when he did that for Cadbury, was on the rise, and certain of his jingles had actually gone viral. But still, I believe the price that you're quoting might be on the upside. But yeah, it's definitely possible. For example, Shashank is actually expert in the industry or known in the industry for running engagement-led pages. So the pages that he runs usually are towards an engaging side. And for example, as he said, so their team actually charges a lot because they're niche pages. They generate a lot of engagement out of it, and they're just not numbers that are written on the wall. So yeah, it's a mix of followership plus an engagement as well.
Okay. And engagement, is there a way to quantify it, or how do you measure? Like, how do people reach out to you? They know that what's the engagement?
Yeah, I believe
Go on
Shashank.
social blade, etc. To see what is the engagement which is coming on any page. So there is a tool called Social Blade. You can use that. You can use that to identify how much engagement it is coming.
Plus, I believe Shashank, users can actually request the creators as well. Maybe let's say if they want to go in a collaboration, they can also request the creators to maybe share their analytics before giving them the money.
They should. Ideally, the ideal state of collaboration is they should ask for the screenshot of stats, their insights.
Okay.
And Shashank, how do you guys do it at your end? So do you have an analytics team who keeps a track of all the metrics, engagement, etc., or do you run it at your end? How do you do
so
it?
we don't do it in a continuous basis. Once we know that this is the genre, once we have the mandate with us, we check that this is the genre. We go to Social Blade, do all our research work there, come out with the numbers, and then present it for the further promotions. So it is not a continuous cron type of stuff that we do. We do it on a mandate basis.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. If you have any blogs or something that maybe you can recommend around this stuff that you can think of the top of your head, Maybe that'll be.
I will share a book which is not out, but yes, you can do proofread also for that. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it's not about only this follower stuff. It is a complete gamut of what we can do in a digital marketing, because digital marketing is very fluffy and it is vast, and there are a lot of digital gurus who who have given a lot of gyan. I don't know whether actionable or not, because it's more the gyans are more at a subjective level than coming up to objective level. Because if you're not giving an objective level actionable things, how people are going to do it? So they will beat around the bush. So that book is very objective in nature. Very small play books are there: how to grow this, how to do this, how to make money, how to make this thing. So maybe I will share it with you. You can help it out in terms of proofread also.
Sure thing. I'd love to do that.
And Shashank, just to add on to it, so how do you guys actually generate a lot of these content? For example, I was just going through a profile on Scratch Stories. So you guys generate a lot of content pieces. So coming up with unique content every day, I mean, that's a mammoth task.
So it's a yin and yang. So it's a basic question of network effect. So once you have grown to a certain level of 2.5 million or 1 million also, you will get a lot of DMs, a lot of UGCs are getting generated. So our team sits and just filter down those UGCs and make a criteria. We have created a criteria that if this type of quote is good, if this type of quote is better, we will publish it on our page. So we generate content. Maybe the ratio is something around 40% we generate by ourselves, and 60% is what we get from the UGC or what we get from the DM. So it's now easy for us. Initial days, we used to create by ourselves.
Okay, so everything in-house, or you used to have interns, or how do you?
So we used to have interns, and still we have interns, because in-house will stagnate. It is a creative thing, and you have to continuously brainstorm to come up with a thought process. So interns are having a lot of energy, vibrancy, and we use them extensively in our page. And I would suggest you guys also, if you're going to create pages, use them. They work like flash.
Okay, so for example, let's say if we come up with something, or maybe me or my team at EDP List come up with certain content pieces, so can we actually pass it on to you guys, and you guys can publish it, giving us credit?
Absolutely. We'll love to work. We'll love to work. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay, so the floor is open, guys. So let's say if any one of you has further any doubts and you would like to ask Shashank, please feel free to go ahead and ask and get your doubts clarified.
I think Abhishek is raising the hand.
Yeah, I believe he had a discussion. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in case there are no more doubts, maybe we can conclude the session now. Thanks a lot, Shashank, for joining us. So apparently there were a lot more RSVPs, but I believe the community members must be busy somewhere and they have not yet been able to attend it. So never mind, we'll be having further sessions, maybe alternate week or how time progresses, and then we can get more opportunities for the other community members.
Absolutely. So there's someone who's asking for the book. Maybe you can have the email address. I will share the Notion link. I think Palash Pandey is asking for the book.
Yeah. So you want me to share your Gmail address with him?
Maybe you can ask the email of Palash Pandey. I will share that Notion link.
Oh, sure. So Palash, if you can please share your email address, maybe you can directly share it with Shashank here in the chat, or maybe with me. Yeah, thanks a lot, Palash. And anyone else, if you would like to have a look at that book, so it is, I believe, soon going to be launched in the market, right, Shashank?
Not soon. I think it will take 3 to 4 months more, because we're just making it more precise.
Okay. Okay, so I believe we will then call it up for the session, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining, and thanks a lot again, Shashank, for joining.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.